Hey guys, this is KG Landry with Get Your Bell Rung, a pro wrestling podcast. I am here with a gentleman who was a wrestler for Paul Pro Wrestling in Eugene, Oregon, I think is what he said. His name is Bulldog Brown Jr. And he is here at the 59th annual CAC. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing great. For many years though, I announced for Paul Pro Wrestling. That's a color commentator, but I wrestled from 91 through 2006, but I started as an announcer for Stampede Wrestling in 1986.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you have some history with the Hart family.
Quite a bit, yes, absolutely. I got to meet basically all of them, even the ones that have passed on, like Dean and Owen. But the thing is that they are as genuine a family as you can imagine.
Right. Now, of course, like I said, we're here for the 59th annual CAC reunion. What does the CAC mean to you?
Well, the CAC actually, it's been a thing for me for many years. Actually, I started coming in 2014. I've been told by many people you should have come all these times, and I just never did. I just thought that it was for the elite. Guys have been to WWE, etc. I've never been there, right? But it was Ron Hutchison and Ricky Ataki that said, you really need to go. And I came in 2014, and I've been back ever since. It's been one of those things where I kick myself for not being there, because there's so many legends that unfortunately passed on. Guys like the great Lou Thesz, for example, Red Bastien, etc. that were the presidents. I never had a chance to meet them. So I'm trying to catch up on things, slowly but surely, I think.
Now, one of the things you were doing here was you were in charge of the cribbage.
Correct, yes.
That happened already, right?
We're starting it today, actually.
Okay.
What's happening is that we sign up people the day before, so people get sort of used to the situations. Then we play on Tuesday and sometimes Wednesday, depending on how many are playing. All the funds go to the CAC. Let me go over here. That's the winning prize for the person. It's a one-of-a-kind cards. If you notice, it has the date on it as well.
Right.
So you can't buy these. They're not for sale anywhere. I make them myself, so
Awesome.
it's kind of a give back to the CAC. But getting back to the CAC, what it does, it's a benevolent fund basically for wrestlers, boxers, and those in the film industry have done either or.
Right.
And what it does is it helps people who have fallen on hard times. And unfortunately, I was a recipient of one of those hard times. I don't have a plaque with me, but in 2018, I suffered 2 strokes in 8 days.
Oh, wow.
And the CAC at that time, the vice president was now I'm losing names. My head's all screwed up here, but he was a very important, integral part in getting things done for me. Dean Silverstone and Kurt and Carl Lauer were the ones that were getting involved with me, and it was Carl Lauer that reached out to my wife and said, "We heard your husband had strokes. Why weren't we told about this?" And my wife said, "I didn't even know I was supposed to say anything." And but that's how the CAC is. They're sort of very quiet. They sort of help out people who've fallen on some hard times, whether it's been a mortgage payment or getting to a medical situation, or could be anything that requires there's a lift up. Not a handout, but a lift up.
Right.
And they've been very, very helpful to that. So I've given back in many times. In 2023, I had 20 lifetime members that I bestowed upon the CAC. And then I've also do the cribbage tournament. I took over that from Bill White. The cribbage tournament actually started in 2003 from this gentleman right here, the Destroyer.
Yep.
And he ran it up until Bill White took over. And when Bill White took over, then Destroyer just played in it. And unfortunately, both of them have passed on. Bill White passed away in 2018. I took over the tournament from him that year. And the year before, I was giving this stuff. And ran my first tournament in 2018. That was the first year I had the 2 strokes. So it was just, I played, probably shouldn't have done a lot of things I shouldn't have done, but here I am. So
one other question. Rumor has it that Cowboy Bob Orton is the man to beat in cribbage.
Well, right now he is. Bill White was the three-time champion, which only him and Destroyer were the ones that were three-time champions. There were two-time champions, guys like Ricky Ataki and so on. But Cowboy is gotten twice now, so he's looking for that third. So I don't know. There's a couple of guys like Yves LaRue, Pat LaPrade that are trying to unseat him. I wouldn't mind unseating my junk. I played in the first round,
Right.
so we'll see how I do.
Perfect. Thank you so much for taking your time. I know you're a busy man. Enjoy the rest of your trip. Did you enjoy the roast last night?
It was good. I enjoyed the wrestlers. The wrestlers certainly outpaced the comedians.
Right.
Comedians thought they were good, but the wrestlers were far better.
I agree, my man. Thank you so much, my brother.
Thank you. Have a great one. Enjoyed CAC.
Yep.